The gentleness you show yourself in the morning becomes the foundation upon which your entire day is built. And that is the thought for today. This episode is being sponsored by BetterHelp. These days, it seems like there's endless advice on wellness. Cold plunges, journaling, screen detoxes. It can be overwhelming. And with so much information out there, it's tough to figure out what actually works for you. One of the most helpful things you can do? Talk to someone who's trained to help you sort it out. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, with over 30,000 licensed therapists who've helped more than 5 million people worldwide. You can start sessions from anywhere and switch therapists anytime, no extra cost. It's a great way to get personalized guidance that cuts through the noise and helps you focus on what really matters, your well-being. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/7goodminutes. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/7goodminutes. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about why you deserve a gentle morning that honors your heart. Enjoy. There's something beautiful about the way morning light filters through your window, soft and unhurried, asking nothing of you except to simply be present. In a world that demands you hit the ground running, sprint toward productivity, and prove your worth before your feet even touch the floor. What if today you chose something different? What if you chose to honor the tender part of yourself that deserves care, not conquest? By the end of this episode, you'll understand why giving yourself permission for a soft start isn't selfish. It's sacred. You'll discover how gentleness in your morning routine can become the foundation for a more compassionate relationship with yourself throughout the entire day. We live in a culture that celebrates the hustle, that applauds those who wake at 5 a.m. to conquer their goals before the sun fully rises. There's nothing inherently wrong with ambition or early mornings. But somewhere along the way, we've forgotten that our worth isn't measured by how quickly we can transition from sleep to productivity. We've forgotten that we are human beings, not human doings. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between a saber-toothed tiger and a demanding morning routine that leaves no space for transition. When you jolt yourself awake with harsh alarms, immediately check your phone for urgent messages and rush through your morning rituals. You're sending a signal to your body that survival mode is the only mode that matters. But what if survival isn't the goal? What if thriving is? A soft start doesn't mean you're lazy or uncommitted to your dreams. It means you understand that sustainable success grows from a foundation of self-respect. It means you recognize that the energy you bring to your day is just as important as the tasks you complete within it. Consider the difference between a flower that's forced to bloom and one that opens naturally with the sun. Both may appear beautiful, but only one carries the authentic vitality that comes from honoring its own rhythm. You, too, have a natural rhythm that deserves to be honored. When you allow yourself those extra few minutes in bed to simply breathe and set an intention for the day, you're not wasting time. You're investing in your emotional well-being. When you choose to make your coffee mindfully, instead of gulping it down while scrolling through emails, you're practicing presence. When you speak to yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a dear friend, you're building the inner foundation that will support you through whatever challenges the day may bring. The soft start is an act of rebellion against a culture that profits from your exhaustion. It's a quiet declaration that your peace matters, that your comfort has value, that you deserve to ease into your day with grace rather than force. This doesn't mean you abandon your goals or lower your standards. It means you approach them from a place of fullness rather than depletion. When you begin your day by filling your own cup first, you have so much more to offer the world around you. Your soft start might look like 5 minutes of gentle stretching before you get out of bed. It might be savoring your first sip of tea while watching the sunrise. It could be writing 3 things you're grateful for, or simply placing your hand on your heart and acknowledging that you made it through another night and into a new day. The beauty of a soft start is that it's entirely yours to define. There's no right or wrong way to be gentle with yourself. There's only the way that feels authentic to who you are and what you need in this season of your life. Remember, the way you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. When you start with harshness, you carry that energy forward. When you start with gentleness, you give yourself permission to move through the world with that same compassion. You deserve mornings that feel like a warm embrace rather than a cold shock. You deserve to wake up feeling held by your own kindness rather than driven by external demands. You deserve a soft start, not because you've earned it through perfect behavior, but simply because you exist, because you matter, because your well-being is inherently valuable. Today and every day forward, give yourself permission to begin again, gently. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.